Ever since I was young and I was diagnosed with celiac disease, I've had to learn how to make gluten-free food for myself and for my mother, who was very sick with celiac disease. And living with that disease for so long and seeing my family affected by it made me realize that nutrition was an area in which I had a lot of personal experience and just a lot of motivation to help others. I want to have a clinic where I can take people out in the garden and show them how to grow their own food. I want to be able to take people into the kitchen and show them how to cook their own food. I just really believe that the foods that are fresh from the garden have the most nutrition, the richest bioactive compounds in them. And I had already seen the results in myself from growing and eating whole foods. But I didn't have that science to explain why. I think having that science from Bastyr and those research studies, those things are going to allow me to explain to my patients, the wonderful benefits that we're seeing from learning how to grow our own whole garden produce. From the time that I started in a food bank serving people who were recently immigrated to the United States and had no idea what the food bank foods were that they were getting, and I worked on programs to increase access to culturally appropriate foods, I realized that in our nutrition education and, food banks and other programs, we don't often think about people's different cultural preferences, people's different income levels in terms of access to nutritious foods. There are areas of the United States where you're not going to be able to push coconut milk and really expensive organic produce, and I think it's important to be able to modify your education for the public to suit different socioeconomic levels, different cultural preferences. Issues of race and culture and access need to be addressed if we're actually going to change the nutrition of the population. Bastyr has definitely infused me with a new enthusiasm and a new passion for my work. It's definitely nice to be among people who are fulfilling their life's true purpose and they're on the right path, and you can just feel it here. I was very passionate and enthusiastic when I came here, but Bastyr has just added fuel to the fire.